Here are verses from the reading last Sunday from Matthew's Gospel. A man had 2 sons. He went to the first and said, "Son, go and work in the vineyard today." He answered, "I will not." But later he changed his mind and went. The father went to the second and said the same. And he answered, "I go, sir." But he did not go. Which of the 2 did the will of his father? They said, "The first." Jesus said to them, "Truly I tell you, the tax collectors and the prostitutes are going into the kingdom of God ahead of you." Everybody likes outlaws better than they do churchgoers. This line comes from Reynolds Price, the distinguished North Carolina novelist and Duke English professor who died in 2011. Prominent in Price's stories was what he called the believing or saintly or virtuous outlaw. The first brother in the little parable of the 2 sons brought Reynolds Price's insight to mind. You will think of examples from your own reading of scamps who win us over, like Tom Jones or Huckleberry Finn. The first brother's defiant response to his father's request that he work in the vineyard, "I will not," contrasts with the other brother's obsequious, "I go, sir." Neither son initially reveals who he truly is, but in the end, we like the first brother because he goes straight and honors his relationship with his father despite his disrespectful reply. None of us these days are revealing who we are because we're wearing masks. Who are you really? Our masks these days have us all looking like outlaws. The banks soon figured out they needed to keep us funneled past the bulletproof glass of the drive-thru rather than letting us show up masked at the teller's desk. You can't tell a good guy from a bad guy. Masks prevent revealing our true selves. No matter how much I raise my eyebrows or crinkle my eyes, you can't tell if I'm smiling or not. Artists are edgy like outlaws. They live on the margins, and through their stories and images, stretch our understanding of what makes an authentic life. Jesus was an artist, a storyteller, whose edginess gave him insight into the search for meaning by tax collectors and prostitutes, outsiders like him, in contrast to the shallow, "I go, sir," of the comfortably established chief priests and elders. Much of our church-going Sunday morning language is, "I go, sir." But the days that follow generally unmask us one way or the other. Let's keep wearing our masks, but maybe recognize the rogue within us, and so be grateful to family, friends, and God for the patience and forgiveness on which our inner outlaw depends.